Hi, I've got something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
Hello guys, and welcome to episode 17 of F1 2017 Career Mode. And we have a fuel consumption upgrade, which should be helpful for the rest of the season, particularly on the fuel hungry circuits. Japan's going to be one of them because you flat out a lot. And we got the general wear upgrade as well, because I'm frankly sick of having to change gearboxes, 2 races prematurely, etc. And of course, the engine wear has also been a concern, particularly on the combustion engine itself. Anyway, it's Q1. I'm going to let you listen to this very tricky lap in intermediate conditions. Okay, so P8, that's quite a solid attempt in qualifying for Q1. Anyway, to Q2 now. Apparently we're going purple in sector 1, but then we look at the time above and we're 7 tenths down. So the game's shouting bubbles to us there. Anyway, through the final corner now. On the DRS, where we're going to be. P11 on the qualifying tyre as well, because it's going to be wet tomorrow, so there's no point doing clever strategies. And even then, we're out. To be honest, the track's not really, how would I say, it's not really great for the McLaren Honda. It's not very compatible, which is ironic because it is Honda's home race, might I just add. Anyway, 550 resource points now. We failed to make Q3, so we got exactly as many resource points as Malaysia, other than the result itself, which is a strange one. And the rivalry, Guadron's caught up a bit because he was faster. That's natural because he's got a baseline 2017 Ferrari engine. The team aren't really that impressed, but they are impressed indeed for the fact that we beat Fernando and our objective, but not overly enthusiastic. Anyway, we've got enough results points to do another upgrade. We may as well make the engine even better. And using less fuel, that can only help, even though we've got no more power upgrades left that we can do. So we're going to upgrade the air's cooling, and because of our position in qualifying, and considering that it's going to be a wet one in the race, we're going to take a power unit penalty, because why not? Let's take a hit while we're not performing necessarily well, because we're here in Q3. That's probably something I should have raised difficulty level during this series. Just to let you know, I'm on 103% AI. So that's the lowish end of ultimate. Not quite the lowest, but it's low. And now we're changing the power unit back to some nice components. We don't really need to use a completely fresh power unit, particularly if it's going to be wet in the race. Speaking of which, the Japanese Grand Prix is coming up. It's going to be a wet one, so this can only go so well.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Raikkonen, Perez, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, and Felipe Massa, Ocon, Magnussen, Fernando Alonso, and Sainz, Kvyat, Palmer, Lance Stroll, and Marcus Ericsson, Wehrlein, and a McLaren rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So funnily enough, Raikkonen put it on pole, and now he no longer has pole because he's got a penalty. I'm assuming that's for a gearbox or a second component of the power unit column that he's taken it from. Anyway, our strategy, we're going wet into, because the rain is going to lessen up during the race. But while I'm asking Jeff for a rev report, we actually don't pay attention. We actually smash into the back of Veyland in a formation lap, and we got chucked out of it, unsurprisingly. It takes us back to the very beginning of Australia. I think we both got chucked out then as well, didn't we? Unless I'm very much mistaken. I'll have to double check and get back to you on that one. Anyway, the rest of the grid has formed up in a very unusual fashion, having gone through us and Veyland. So the lights coming on now. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5. And we are go for the Japanese Grand Prix in the pouring rain. We actually get a good traction. We're routed to the southwest, so we're going to be straight up to P18 as we head down towards turn 1. Can't see anything. The only way we're knowing where we're going is through the sounds and the name tags. The name tags aren't exactly the most realistic things to be looking at. Anyway, Pastronas, we're up to P17. And now our target's going to be Jolyon Palmer. We don't want to be holding the British wooden spin. We're going to let Jolyon have it, which he usually does anyway. And around the outside we go. Then yes, and now through Kvyat as well. The S's are a good place to overtake with wet lines, by the way. Even on this game, even though wet lines don't matter so much. Kvyat tries to come back, but we squeeze him out. Go to P59. Now squaring out the Dunlop. Still opposite lap through the Dunlop. I haven't seen that before. Anyway, through the first Degner now, nice intensively. And into the second one, we have to be really careful. 61 miles an hour minimum apex speed. I think that's 98, 99 kilometers an hour. So it is tricky. And now into the hairpin, we backing like a MotoGP bike because of the conditions. But it's enough to take Carlos Sainz Jr., is it? Or is it? Because he actually stays around the outside, but we have better traction off the racing line. And we're squaring through what is normally an easy flat back straight. Anyway, on to the second lap now. Because our target is another Spain. It's our teammate Fernando Alonso, of course. And we're so much quicker through these S's. Van, this trainer, there's quite a big train, even though it's hard to see. And into the hairpin, we do take Alonso eventually. And now we're up to P13. And our next target is going to be Kevin Magnussen in the Haas, which can only go so well. Bit of ball sucking. Not my cup of tea, Kevin, I must admit, but we'll go with it anyway. As we now head to Spoon out, yeah, visibility is very difficult. The rain will ease up soon, of course, as we find out on the formation lap. But for now, it is very tricky, and getting used to the heavy wet conditions, even though I did a lap or two in practice, it wasn't easy. Not going to lie, it is difficult. Even in the intermediates, this track is difficult. But hey ho, it's an exciting challenge, and we're up for it. As we now head through 130, we have to lay 8 flat in the wet, by the way, even in these cars. And now breaking into the triangle chicane. There's lots of purple sex going on front, and they're doing 147s at the front. I don't think we're going to win this race. It'd be very difficult to do a last to first challenge here, I'm not going to lie. But backing it through the final corner now. And yeah, we're doing 48 nines. But bear in mind, we are in the traffic. But yes, I don't think it's on now. But we're going to take Magnussen into turn 1. No, we have to think about that. And now ahead through 2. Are we really going to hand it around his outside? No, not quite. That would have been quite a miracle. Our chef tells us it's like already 5 minutes as we pass Kevin Magnussen. And there we are. We're up to P12. That's lovely jubbly. Now, heading towards the hairpin, we're going to take Esteban Ocon as well. Able to break so much later than everyone else. And we actually are making the apex just about, or not very far from. So, something's going on there. Anyway, on to lap 4 now. We're up to P11. We're not far away from the points. The target's going to be Hulkenberg, who is currently holding the last points in the factory Renault. And we're trying everything we can to pass the Renault. But you kind of force him out the way through the end of the S's. And there we are, up to P10 now. Now through the Dunlop, we'll be thinking about Felipe Massa next in the Williams. We're moving our way up through the field very quickly as Jeff says that we're on the right tyre now. He's not making absurd calls for slicks as he has done previously. Yeah, through the second Degner, powering now, going wide, somehow not quite losing it over the curb. That's quite a miracle in itself. Now heading towards the hairpin, we come from absolutely nowhere to take Massa, and that is now up to P9. So yes, we are making big inroads early on here, which is very impressive. Now as we go through the long back of the back straight, And now heading towards Spoon now with Grodron being our next target. Will we do anything into it? Yes, we're going to try and take him. It says that we got front wing damage, but we actually don't, so we can ignore that. I think that, by the way, is due to the 2007, 2008 cars, because they have that upper pendulum thingamajiggy on their wings, and I think the game takes that into account as part of the damage model, because also it's on the classic cars. But anyway, our front wing's fine. We can ignore what it says, and we're going to take Ricciardo through the S's. Excellent. He's not easily passed to pass him like that and humbling like that. That feels pretty good. Anyway, that's P7 now, so that's one Red Bull done. And now we're going to take Max Verstappen on the brakes in his favoured weather into the hairpin. And yes, that's up to P6. And now we've caught the cork in the bottom. The man who is causing the truly train. It's Sergio Perez in the Force India. So clearly he's using the straight line speed of the Force India to keep where he is. And he's holding everybody up because he's clearly quick enough in the corners. And AI do tend to struggle to make overtakes, of course. But we're not AI, we're a player, and that's why we've made it up to P6. And that's not even before the end of the 5th lap. So, a back to a 5-lap challenge will become P5 by the looks, as we take Perez before 130. That upgraded power unit is working on, and that's before we get the big juicy upgrade next time in America as well, which is going to give us about 9 horsepower, so I can't wait for that. Now on to lap 7, we are going quicker, and we decide to box this lap. My feeling was at the time, it was starting to feel a little bit emulsive on the tyres. So, I was thinking, you know what, it's probably time to go for inters as I make my point now by going too deep into the triangle chicane. But that's not going to tear us into a pit stop. We didn't get one for that either, so that's very good. Oh! Rear just coming round, and now we're on the limiter. So it's going to be wet to inters. That commits us to a 2, obviously, because we are not going to take inters 20 laps. Forget that. But we're out now. No problem at all. Where's it going to put us? Looking at the train in a second, it looks like we're going to be last again. Right. Just got to do all over again. Everyone else that has stayed on full wets, no one's followed me in. But I think that's kind of a triviality from what's been going on. So we are the guinea pigs in a sense. But it only took to the end of the next lap to catch the Saubers back up. There goes Verlaine into 130R. He tries to hand it round the outside, but he ain't doing that. Particularly in these conditions. And now to the triangle chicane. Ericsson is in our sights next. They're catching him pretty quickly. We're already dropping Verlaine quite a bit. Now out the triangle chicane. Now through the final corner. We're going to be in a slipstream of the weakest car in a straight line, because they haven't really upgraded their engine at all, if they actually have. Anyway, we just need to keep focusing on our job. Now into the first corner. We're looking to see if we can take one on the inside, and we come from absolutely nowhere. Excellent. That's maybe a sign that the inters are the tyre, or maybe the Sauber is just much slower. Anyway, we do start the fastest lap of our race. Anyway, that being a 48 flat. It's not a purple lap, but we are going much quicker. So it's time the track's drying, and it's certainly coming towards the intermediates. It can't be going to the full wet, surely, if it's drying out. No matter. Our tyre's going to be Lance Stroll in the Williams, which obviously hates these conditions. Stroll's good in this condition, but the car isn't. So, yes, it's kind of holding me back. And now, through the S's, yeah, he just kind of gives us way and accepts that we're going to be in P17. And now, I'm going to hand the bridge for the spin back to Jolyon Palmer yet again, as we follow his factory and into the triangle skate. No, we don't. We're going to make that a nice little overtake. And now we are up to P16. And there's a bit of a train happening again. I should explain that the Red Bulls did make it past Perez eventually. Took Ricciardo a couple of laps longer than Verstappen, but Verstappen followed me within the lap. Now Ricciardo about a couple of laps later. Anyway, on lap 12 now, as it's going to be Kvyat into the first corner. No, we don't think about that. We're thinking about an outside move into 2. That ain't going to work. But we have a cut back, see if we can take him into the S's. And yes, we saw a pinch him, and yes, that's up to P15. This is going very well. This train is going very slowly, by the way. Full wets or inters or whatever. Yes, he's slow because we're just taking signs like he's stood still. And now we're going to be trying to be overtaking Alonso again. Come on, Fernando, just let us by. We're the much quicker McLaren. We're a pit stop ahead. Who knows how we pit stop ahead? Who knows what's going on with the tyre situation? Because nobody's followed the in yet. Jeff tries to adjust the strap change. By the way, P4 making the wrong call all the time, as Fernando eventually gives way through the second Degner and just lets us have it on exit. Got suggesting wets every lap, but the more I went on, the more I felt confident. I was a bit ooh at first, but now we're going to take Magnussen into the hairpin like he was stood still. Love it. But yeah, Jeff was just suggesting coming every time I went into the first Degner, and I was like, nope. Just getting more confident with every lap. He's still trying to claim I've got damage to the front wing, which I totally do not. Anyway, into the triangle chicane, we got Alcon, and we got Hulkenberg as well! Is this just Perez holding the field up, or is it the fact that the wets are actually slower? So that's because we don't set a purple lap time, but we are going quick for us anyway. And PBs are probably more... as we take Perez there, PB is going to be more representative of what's going on. Perez is down to P10 now, so pace that Massa and others have made their way by as well. So the question is, how quick can we catch them? Massa, we actually do eventually just about catch him, but he's going to make a pit stop. I wonder what he's going to do. I think Grosjean makes a stop as well, and I think Verstappen is coming out of the pits as well. Interestingly, he's on wets again, and we noticed that he's actually made an overcut on us quite significantly. Bear in mind, he's had about 6 or 7 laps to do so.
Gap to car in front is 4.3 seconds. You're taking 1.8 seconds out of them each lap. They're on old wets. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:50.4.
And Ricciardo's clearly a long way behind in the race at large because he's not made a stop, but he's nearly a pit stop behind Verstappen as we get a VSC now. Oh yeah, sorry, I've just told him what's going to happen. I'm sorry.
Speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Sorry about that, and we're going to take the opportunity now during this part of the race to find out what's going on at the race.
We have P6. Ricardo ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds. They're on old wets. Verstappen is behind you. Our gap behind is 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh wets. Pit window open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 14 laps to go. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Our gap to the car in front is 2.4 seconds.
Jeff loves his voice, doesn't he? Just an observation. And I think he's going to talk more nonsense yet again as we come towards the start-finish line. And this is why we're going to have to shut up again because of Jeff. A lie actually, but we've got Ricciardo into the second Degner now.
Race, keep it up.
Jeff, just let me go wedging edgeways because we're actually finally going to overtake Ricciardo into the hairpin, but no, he's coming back. We're going to use a superior traction. Now we seem to be getting out of the hairpin, and we're up to P4. Bear in mind, Raikkonen was ahead of us, and that's why we're P4 and not P5 anymore. This is where we are in the race, and in front of us we have both Mercs and Vettel. Vettel's actually made a stop for intermediate, so finally the AR realising it. Funnily enough, he's doing it on the lap because he's that far ahead of us. He's already stopped. Yeah, seriously, that's how far we are behind.
Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Thank you, Jeff. And we're going to come into the pit lane now, yes. So we're going to come in this lap anyway, but it appears with what they are doing, this is a nice, neat time to be stopping because we now sort of on the same strategy as them. So off go the Inters, on go some more Inters, and away we go. It's a fresh set, and I think we have another set in reserve because we only used one set in Q1. So if it all goes wrong, we've still got another fresh set available for us. And where we're going to be coming out of the pit, we're still actually going to be P4 because I think Verstappen followed us in. And I think behind Verstappen, there's been a whole lot of strategic error. Because as you will see after the race results, well, you'll just see that. Anyway, we got to the finish because the guys in front were so far ahead that we weren't catching them. Verstappen, he was catching us, but it was only like a few tenths a lap. Maybe towards the end, but our gap was so huge that we were only 3 seconds ahead at the end, but it was still 3 seconds. Anyway, so I'm going to talk over you, Jeff, now see how you like it. That's P4 for us, which is a good result. As you can see, look, Verstappen is actually about 52 seconds ahead of Massa, who was behind him. Something's gone wrong there, because that's quite a mixed up order as well. Ricciardo somehow in 9th, admittedly with a penalty, I think, unless I'm dreaming. Yeah, he has got a penalty. Fernando getting a point as well, I believe, so that's good. Anyway, we have P6 in the championship now. We are closing on Ricciardo, because we are getting better results than him recently. And in the constructors now, we're still a lovely P5, but P4 is on. We might just be able to catch for us in D here. So yeah, so that was a strange one. So even if Verstappen did catch us, we had like 50 seconds behind. So honestly, that last stint, I'm sorry I haven't shown much of it, but literally, it was literally just me driving round and round and round, seeing Verstappen just crawling to us and not catching us quick enough. With the rivalry, Getting 2 points on Grudge on net there, and looks like we're going to have that rivalry won. The team approval. They're happy with our performance. Beat Fernando. Objective smashed. Last to fourth, you can't really mock that drive, but they don't take penalties into account in this game, which is annoying. Anyway, the career score, that's just some numbers. Anyway, it's time for a classic car event. It's going to be Bahrain shot in the 2007 Ferrari, the last Ferrari to win a Drivers' Championship. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time, and I hope you enjoy this classic car race. Goodbye.
into the night. I raise my hand to the fire.